This is the corner of Dwight and Nile Street in San Diego's neighborhood of North Park. Dwight and Nile is known as the place that PSA 182, which is a massive air crash that happened in 1980 or 81. I'm feeling sorry for not remembering that right this second. But this is where it happened. What happened is PSA 182 was coming into the tower. It hit a Cessna the Cessna didn't see it. It didn't see the Cessna, and the Cessna plummeted down that way on Polk between 32nd and Iowa, and the PSA itself hit here. Now, if you know how to look for it, you can tell that it hit here because you can see when the old style sidewalk changes into new 70s 80s style sidewalk, which is the big slabs. What ended up happening is right about where that brown building is there, PSA 182 hit. The thoughts are either the PSA was trying to crash into the freeway to miss everybody, or they just dive bombed in general to make as few casualties as possible. But it definitely did dive bomb. I mean, it went straight in. There's only about a couple blocks around here that were hurt. You know, you can tell because there's a lot of new construction around here. Over there. If you walk around here, you'll start noticing where the houses change to be newer type houses. And if you look at the debris map that is online various places, you will notice where the sidewalks change. Now, PSA 182 was a horrible thing. Horrible for San Diego. It was the largest air disaster in the United States for a long time, like months maybe. I mean, this is back before the United States was as good at air disasters as it is now. And unlike the 737 MAX, which is the problem of the FAA and Boeing, it was a disaster that had to be fixed by a change of the way that air professionals acted. Pilots no longer can talk about funny, hilarious stuff on their descent. They have to be locked in. People have to act differently down at the tower. But one of the really sad things about PSA 182 is the people who died. A large part of them were PSA employees. And PSA, if you don't know, it was a small company. It went from San Diego to San Francisco, maybe a little bit farther east. This was back when they were regional airlines, and low cost, high miniskirts on your stews, and it was a tragedy. There's a monument to there's a whole wall in the Aerospace Museum dedicated to them because it was so sad, and it was a large amount of the PSA family. There's no monument here. There's been talk about it before, but it's been 40 years since that happened, so it's probably not going to happen. I think there's one at the library in North Park, but that's far removed from here. It's very sad. It's very sad.